Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video. In this tutorial I'm going to be talking a bit about QEMU or QEMU or however you pronounce it. You know, that basically magical emulator that's totally scary to use but still totally awesome. So basically QEMU is totally awesome. And basically, yeah, when I learned QEMU after graduating from VirtualBox, I never looked back. Like, QEMU is amazing. It's just scary to use because it's all command line. So basically, this video hopes to be like kind of like a getting started guide for how to use QEMU. So basically I'm just going to be walking through the basic QEMU commands, and then I'll also, kind of as a demonstration, be installing Windows XP in QEMU, because Windows XP is one of the easiest versions of Windows to install in QEMU, and so it's great for beginners. So with that said, let's get started. So first you just want to open your web browser of choice. And then you want to go to the QEMU homepage, which is QEMU.org. And then we want to go to download up here to download an installer. And then we want to go to the Windows tab, because this is a Windows tutorial. If you want Linux or Mac OS, then look elsewhere. And then, so, now you want to, click on the link here, 32-bit or 64-bit, for the version of Windows that you have. I obviously have 64-bit Windows, so we want that link. And then, we want one of these exe installers here, the one that has the newest, last modified, date, that's the latest version, and you want that version. And so you just want to download that latest version, whatever that may be, and you can save the installer to wherever you want. Then just let it download. I'm not going to force you to wait for it to download, so I'm just going to pause the video here. I'll be back when it's done. It's finished downloading now, so we can just open it up, run setup, choose your language, and just go through the installation, install it like anything else. Now, unless you chose otherwise, it probably installed to C program files QEMU, and so just remember that, because we'll need it later. And so you can actually close your web browser now if you want. And so, yeah, just let it install. It's going pretty fast here. And that's it. Just click finish. And so now QEMU is installed, so let's check out exactly what we've installed. So probably it'll be installed to C program files QEMU. So let's go there. And so now what we have here is a bunch of DLLs and stuff. Those aren't really important. Now over here we have a bunch of QEMU dash something something.exes. And so what these are QEMU emulators for each different architecture. Basically every architecture that exists, you can emulate with QEMU, and you got a separate QEMU application for each one. So if you look here, you've got QEMU system x86-64, QEMU system PowerPC, Motorola 68K, i386, ARM. You get the idea. And so basically what we're going to be focusing on is QEMU system i386. because that's the architecture of Windows XP, and that's what we're going to be installing in QEMU. So let's do that. Oh yeah, and also we'll need QEMU img.exe. That's the program that we use to actually create our virtual hard disks where the operating system lives. So now you just want to open a command prompt. And then you just want to type cd c program files backslash QEMU. See if your installation directory for QEMU has spaces in it, like mine does, you'll need to put it within quotes. And so yeah, cdc program files QEMU, or wherever you installed it, and then press enter, and now C program files QEMU is our working directory. So now we want to type QEMU -img, so that means we're working in the QEMU img program. Create Chrome is in my muscle memory because I had to do a lot of stuff with Chrome recently, and it's a similar word to create. So yeah, stupid Chrome, curses on Google. Create -f. So that means we're selecting the format for our virtual hard disk now. And so we can just use the QCOW2 format, which stands for QEMU copy on write to. And so we'll just use that. And now we want to enter in where we want our hard drive to be. You can just put it in the QEMU directory if you want. So I'm just going to put it in C program files QEMU, and so that's that. Oh right, and also we need the we need the actual name for our hard disk. Since we're installing Windows XP, we're just going to call it something simple and easy to remember, like winxp.img. And that's our virtual hard disk. Now we need a size for our virtual hard disk, and we're going to make it 10 gigs. That was a pretty standard size for Windows XP back in the day. So your command should look like QEMU-img space create space -f space QCOW2 space quote C : /program space files /QEMU /winxp.img unquote space 10G, and you want to press enter. And it's going to create our virtual hard disk. You should get a little status message like that. And now we want to actually start our VM. So we're going to type QEMU-system-i386, and then we want to enter in the amount of RAM we want to give our virtual machine. So -m, and we'll give it 512 megabytes of RAM, because that was pretty typical for Windows XP at that time again. And then we want -boot C. So that's gonna set, boot D. So that's gonna set our boot order to boot from our CD. And so we want to set that. So it'll automatically boot from our CD or DVD or whatever Windows XP used at that time, whatever. And then we want to attach our media, or virtual media rather. So first let's attach the hard disk, so we can do that with -HDA, and then we want to enter in the path of wherever we saved our virtual hard disk. So for me it's C colon program files QEMU. And again, if your path has spaces in it, just put it within quotes. And winxp.img. And now we want to attach our CD-ROM. So we're going to do that with dash CD-ROM, and then path to where you saved it. So for me, I saved it as winxp.iso in my downloads folder. So I'm going to enter in that. And yeah, sorry it takes me so long to type. Anyways, that should be all we need. And so, we can just press enter here. And, so you see that this, has automatically started QEMU. And, I've never encountered this before. It's weirdly small. It's supposed to be bigger than this. Zoom in, yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be. Okay. And so now, so you can't actually close the command prompt window while QEMU is running. Otherwise, QEMU will close too, because it's a fully command line program. Not fully command line. It has GUI and everything. Anyways, so we're in Windows XP setup now. So we're just gonna press enter, and then just F8 or F8 to agree to the license agreement. Select the hard disk that we just created. We're going to format it using the NTFS file system with a quick format, and it's just going to format and copy files, and that's going to take a while. So I'm not going to subject you to the full thing. So yeah, I'm going to pause the video here, and I'll be back when it's done. And so now the computer needs to reboot because this portion of setup has completed successfully, as it says. So we're just going to press enter to speed it up. Now, don't press any key to boot from CD because that'll just take us back into the installer. We want to boot from hard disk this time. So yeah, then it's just you're going to get that Windows XP boot screen there. Now, a quick note, the ISO that I'm going to link in the description and the one that I'm using here is for the RTM release of Windows XP. So this is actually before Windows activation was even a thing, though it is actually present on a few Whistler builds as well, but that's not important. So yeah, this version of Windows doesn't need to be activated. You can just use it as long as you want, no issues. Basically, I just chose that just to ease it up a little bit. And so yeah, it's just doing this more, and so I'm gonna pause the video again. So now it's come up with this regional and language options page. And so basically, yeah, you can just set your info her. Um, And then you need to enter your product key. Um, I'm just gonna enter that real quick. You can just look that up easily. Okay, I've entered my product key, and so now I just need to set an administrator password and change my computer name. And change it to WinXP QVM. And I can skip setting an administrator password. It's August 4th at 7:20 p.m. And then it's just gonna install network now. Oh, Windows XP Professional also supports DVD RAM drives? What? Huh? Whoa! That, I'm. Those features are out of control. Oh man. Anyways, yeah, I'll pause the video here. The power just went out. So hopefully I can finish this video without my battery dying. Our VM has rebooted again, and so now the setup should basically have finished. So see what it does. Yeah, see, it says to improve the appearance of visual elements, Windows will automatically adjust your screen resolution. If you can read this text, click OK to continue. Click OK here, and it's just gonna just finish booting, I guess. And yay! Hey, do I have sound? Give me, yeah, give me that welcome music. Where's my sound? Oh, boo. And that's about it. And yes, okay. Hmm. Yes. If it takes much longer, I'm going to pause the video. And that's it. We're at the desktop. Um, we can basically just click around. We can just bump up the screen resolution a little bit if we want. Um, does that work on my monitor? Apparently not. There we go. Alright, so yeah, that's about it. Windows XP is running. You can just kind of, yeah, just click around. Yeah, And again, this is the RTM release of Windows XP, so you don't have to activate it. It's pre-activation. In fact, you're just going to slew me right now to prove it. Yeah, see? Yeah. Exit? No. Okay, that doesn't work like that. It's not basic. It's not a command prompt. Okay. So yeah, that's about it. That's how to install Windows XP in QEMU or QEMU. And basically, the procedure is basically the same for all Windows versions. That basic command skeleton that I gave is basically all you need. For more complex operating systems to install, like Mac OS, you might need a little bit more of you might need a little bit more complex command, but it's basically unique for every Mac OS version. So yeah, just look up whatever operating system you want to install, like how to install such and such in QEMU. You'll get the commands. They're all over the internet. But yeah, this is kind of just a basic. It'll get you pretty far in using QEMU. And that's it. If you found this video helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next video, I guess.